I hope your day is full of watermelon and raspberries and blackberries and blueberries and strawberries and kiwi. The kiwi is a weak fruit. I've only ever had about 2 tasty kiwis in my entire life. Whoever decided to pair the kiwi with the strawberry was a genius. They saw that the kiwi wasn't powerful enough on its own. Okay? Wasn't planning on getting into kiwis or even strawberries, to be honest. I just go where the pod takes me. We have an amazing episode of Shank for you this week with Gabby Lamb. But before we get into this week's episode, there's just something I want to tell you about, and that's new sponsor, Affix Patches. Affix Patches are CBD patches that I'm super excited are sponsoring the show. You can shop them at affixpatch.com, discount code SHANK for 15% off. Let me tell you a little bit about these patches. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a little bit of a klutz. I'm a clumsy hoe. I was walking to the dryer in heels, as one does. I don't know why I was wearing heels and also doing laundry, but I'm a complex, textured, layered individual. That's all I can say. While I was walking back from the dryer in these new purple wedges, my foot turned. I fell backwards, landed on my fucking tailbone. It hurt so bad. And luckily enough, Affix Patches had sent me a few samples because I wanted to try them before we move forward with the sponsorship, because I love to try everything before I just sell it to you guys to make sure it's cool and it works. And I come back a new woman, you guys. I put one of these Transdermal CBD patches on my back, and about an hour and a half later, I was getting targeted CBD right to the specific area. I can't tell you how much it helped. I've taken CBD in the past, but normally, a tincture, and that's not the targeted area. So it was cool to be able to have pain, put on the patch, and then to actually notice relief. And what I love about them is that they have 3 different options. They have a daytime option. They got a nighttime option, which is great. Help me sleep. Like, I slept like a little newborn baby. And then they just have a comfort anytime patch. It's targeted application. You're getting the consistent delivery over a long period of time, a higher absorption rate than if you just were to put it in your, like, a tincture. You're getting an accurate dosage, which is so important, and it's not going to irritate your GI system. Those are the benefits of Affix Patch. Go to affixpatch.com, discount code SHANK, SHENK. I love them so much, and my dad has to have a hip replacement surgery, so I asked if they could send my dad some to sample, and so now I'm going to go bring them to my dad this week. So they make great gifts for anyone who who has pain, anyone who has inflammation, I just like having them in the medicine cabinet in case something happens. Because listen, a bitch is 35. You don't know. I could get an ache or pain at any moment, honey. That's just the life I'm living. The older you get, the better it is to have CBD patches around. Also great if you're an athlete, somebody who trains, or someone who goes to the gym a lot, or great gift for an elderly person in your life, or a 35-year-old like me who's clumsy as fuck, or just pretty much anyone with any type of inflammation. Some days I wake up, my neck hurts from sleeping weird on the pillow. Luckily, I have an Affix patch. Go to affixpatch.com, discount code SHANK, SHENK, for 15% off. Also, guys, I'm going to tell you about something. Look down at your feet right now. Are you wearing socks? If you're not wearing socks, ask yourself why. Socks are the barrier we need. It's the barrier between our precious feet and our dirty, foul shoe. you need protection between your precious foot and your shoe. Protect your most delicate asset, your feet. Guys, it's a form of currency. It's 2022. We don't know what's going to happen with the variant. You might need to sell feet pics. In the meantime, keep them covered. Shop ohyeah.com. That's 3 O's. HYEAH.com. Discount code Sara10. These pair are really fun. They got Def Leppard socks. They have plant socks. Nobody wakes up and says, you know what? I wish I had less socks. You can never have enough socks. Support the people who support the show. Shop ohyeah.com. Discount code Sara10. And again, make sure to check out affixpatch.com. Discount code Shank. I cannot tell you how much this helped my back pain. Like, I was shocked. Truly shocked. Guys, fun episode this week with Gabby Lamb. You're gonna love it. Let's get into it. Buy tickets to shows, support the show. If you're enjoying the podcast, leave a review. I ask you guys all the time to leave reviews. Some of you are little angels and you leave amazing, kind, sweet reviews, and I'm so appreciative. But if you've been enjoying the podcast and you haven't left a review, please leave one. It helps grow the show, and we want as many people to find it as possible. And we'll see you next week on Shank. Bye. Here's this week's episode with Gabby Lamb. Positive ladies.
I know. just two lighthearted girlies.
Two rays of sunshine. Mm-hmm. Welcome back to another episode of Shank. Actually, I didn't even check our audio. Can you talk into your mic? Sorry.
Hi, can you hear me? Hello.
You're coming in. You sound great.
Really?
Okay. Yes. Totally great. All right. Guys, welcome to another episode of Shank. Today's guest is a return guest. One of my favorite guests, Gabby Lamb.
Thank you so much. Really favorite?
Yeah. You're a fun hang.
That's fucking sweet. Thanks, dude.
Not everyone's a fun hang. Sometimes you think the pod's going to go one way, it goes
another way. That's why I can't, with my pod, it's just like me and my host, because I'm like, my other host, because I'm like, I can't
gamble.
I can't gamble.
It's like, my time is my money.
It's so exhausting for me. So I salute you for getting new people in.
I try to get new people on, and sometimes it's a risk. That's why I like having people that I already have had on before.
Yeah, that's what I would want to do too.
Yeah, but I'm far. So it's like a trek.
Yeah.
You get it.
You are far.
Yeah.
You're up here.
Honey, I'm not trying to socialize with everyone in comedy.
Honey,
I need to be in the woods.
I know.
Catch me in the woods.
Catch her in the woods. Honestly, it's very grounding.
Yes.
You know.
I need to be in this. Otherwise, I get so mentally ill.
Because it's so fucking mentally ill out here. LA is a mentally ill place.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah, like, all the time. Look at the fucking way I look. It's because of LA. I'm mentally ill, but it's because of LA.
Oh,
it's the pressure of like
the pressures. Let's talk about the pressure.
The pressures of looking so fucking gorgeous all the time.
It's exhausting. I'm like, catch me in the woods with hairy legs.
Yeah, and good for you, because you don't do shit, do you? You don't do.
I do a little Botox, but I haven't done it in a little while.
You don't do filler or anything, right?
I don't do filler.
Oh, yeah, see, you didn't get.
But don't think I don't think about it every day.
You don't act on it. You don't act on it though. Would you?
Yeah, if I had the cash.
I took all that unemployment money and put it right into my face, and now I'm broke, sweetie. Woo!
And that's the way to do it,
I guess.
Well, your face looks good.
Thank you. This fucking fly.
I know. That's one of the things about being out here. Lots of bugs.
Surrounded by the bugs.
And it's hard to be cool when there's bugs flying.
No, it really is hard to be cool. I just came back from a fucking wedding in Italy.
How was it?
It was gorgeous, but it was outside. My cousin got married in this fucking outdoor villa shit in Italy. And everybody looked so good, but we were surrounded by fucking flies the whole time. It was horrific. So the whole time we're just like swatting them away. At one point, my cousin got up with his t-shirt and started like swinging it around the table
at his wedding.
Yeah, to try and like get the flies away, because we were like, we can't fucking do this.
Wait, so how was Italy?
It was gorgeous. It was great.
And you went with your mom?
Went with my mom. Went with my boyfriend. It was a whole family affair, and the food was great. You don't feel bad about eating pasta and pizza every day.
Because you're like, oh yeah, this is different than the pasta in America. It's
But
not full of sugar.
That's a thing.
It's like
and
you
maybe,
tell yourself things and you hear things and then
Right.
you start believing it.
So it's like, is it true? Is it not true? I don't know, but it is better and you feel not so bad about eating it.
Yeah, because if you fucking go to Pizza Hut in America,
Fuck off with this
it's like
lie.
worst case scenario.
I was like, you know what? If this isn't as good as Olive Garden,
What if it wasn't?
can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine?
What if you were in Italy and you ordered something off the Olive Garden menu and they're like, we don't have that here. Like, where are the unlimited breadsticks?
I know, right? And you're like, I'm from America.
Yeah.
Does anybody, do you guys get it?
A macaroni and cheese.
You
is
guys don't
that-
have that? Okay.
So how long were you in Italy for?
9 days.
That's a good amount of time.
9 cute days. Yeah.
9 cute days. Was it fun being with your mom? Was it
We had our ups and downs. I'll tell you that. Right before I came here today, I had therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And so we talked a lot about my mom and traveling with her
Okay.
and how much of a nightmare it can be
To travel with family.
to travel with family, to travel with my mom, because my mom is very critical of me and my appearance. So the entire time, we're traveling, she's just like commenting on what I look like, and it's like, I just don't know why you did what you did to your face and your body. And I'm like, can we just shut the fuck up and just enjoy Italy?
She did the whole time.
The whole time. And I'm like, we're in Rome. Can we just like not talk about
What do you want
my
me to say?
tattoos?
Exactly the same as the way I was born for forever.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Moms be like that.
She wants me to fucking look like I did the day I was born.
Yeah.
As a premature baby, 6 pounds, 8 ounces. That's what she wanted me to be. And I'm like, sorry, girl.
Sorry.
Sorry, I had to.
And the more you tell me that you don't want me to do it, the more I want to do it.
What is that though? Because I used to not think that was true, and now I'm like, oh, that's so true. But I'm like that with anything in my life. Like if
Same.
people are like, hey, you shouldn't do this, I'm like, oh, I'll show you what I can and will do.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
Right?
Is that some type of mental illness?
I don't know what it is.
Or is that a challenge?
Oh, yeah. Is it a fucking... I swear to God, I started doing that with, like, filler in my lips and shit, because people were like, ew, don't go any bigger. And I was like, oh, you think you're going to tell me how to act?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like that with guys. If someone's
Like
like,
how?
stop fucking that guy, he's bad for you, I'm like,
I'll show you who's
I'll
bad.
turn it up, honey.
Yeah.
And I'll lie.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
won't tell you where I was.
Oh, fuck.
I could be like that, but it's only, and yeah, I feel like parents always have opinions about people that you're dating, about tattoos, about your appearance. They can't. It's almost like a tick. Like my mom's kind of like that. She can't even help it.
How old is she?
She's 60.
Okay. So yeah, our moms are like the same age. They're from that era, and they're super fucking critical.
Super critical.
Yeah.
But she doesn't mean to be.
It's like they don't know that they
like
are.
she can't help it.
What does she say? Like, what are some classic things that she gets you for?
She hates this tattoo that I got, but I hate it too. And we're going to cover it up.
Oh, really? Your
Yeah.
818?
My 818's gone. Pretend it's gone.
Okay, pretend it's gone.
Mentally, it's not even there.
But does she hate it because it's a tattoo, or does she not like the tattoo?
She doesn't like anything about it. She hates everything about it.
Okay.
So
if you got another tattoo, would she hate it?
She already told me that if I covered it with a black heart, which is maybe what I'm going to do, that she would like that more.
Okay.
So I consider her opinions a little bit.
Okay. That's really nice of you.
But for the most part...
It's a very good daughter of you.
But for the most part, she's pretty sweet. But like for the most part, she wants me... She doesn't like me in like a short skirt.
Yeah.
Catch me in a short skirt.
Catch you in a short skirt.
And a heels.
And heels, yeah.
She's like, your ass is hanging out. I'm like, so? Like, I'm 50.
So I can make it bigger. I'll pull my pants up even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
get it.
that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is your dad like that?
Not
is
at
he
all.
critical about anything you do?
Not at all.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. He's on my side. And my mom is she's the enemy.
Well, so what was it like in Italy with her?
Well, she got COVID the like last couple of days, so that was nice because I got to like be like, okay, bye, go stay in your room.
Feel better.
Feel better. But like we had to ditch her. Well, it was it was so fucking hot in Italy, and we were trying to like walk around. My boyfriend and I were trying to like walk around, see Rome, see everywhere. Mm-hmm. And when you're walking with a 67-year-old woman with a bad hip, it's not really doable.
Right.
So we're trying to walk, and she's like, my hips are hurting. You guys have to slow down. And then while she's doing that, she's also like complaining about the weather, and then also being like, when I lived in Paris, and we're like, we're not talking, we don't care. She's giving us like history lessons, and it was like, okay, okay.
Does she know a lot?
She does know a lot, and she lets you know.
Is she a teacher?
She is a teacher.
What does she teach?
She teaches English.
Oh, she's an English.
Well, she actually just retired, but she was a teacher for a very long time.
She's an English teacher.
She was.
Did her and your boyfriend get along?
They did. It was cute.
That is cute. It's good to have a buffer.
It is good to have a buffer. He hated it though. Like he would look at me and just like he'd be like, we have to get rid of her, and I was like, I know, but like also she's my mom, so I have to be, you know.
Yeah, it's a fine balance.
Yeah, I know.
It's a delicate.
I get it. You know, I get like she is annoying, but at the same time, when you're like, well, okay, but she's also a 67-year-old woman, and she's my mom, so just fucking entertain it.
Like I love her.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So it was goods and bads.
Were you in Rome and any other places, or just Rome for the
Florence? We went to Rome,
Florence.
and then my cousin had his wedding up in like Tuscany.
That's so fancy.
It was very fancy. They're
like,
very rich.
The thought of being in Tuscany for my wedding,
I know.
or like a family. My family's not that classy.
No, they're very rich. They rented out this whole villa. It was very nice, very expensive.
Did you love it?
I did love it.
I love being a part of like something culturally different.
I know, it
makes
was.
me feel like I'm doing things.
I made me feel like I was doing things. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's so like I feel like I'm such a better person now because I'm like I'm out of America. I'm living my life. I don't care about stand up. I don't care about anything.
You're like, could you get an abortion in Italy?
I think you can.
That seems humane.
Yeah, right.
It's fucked up. The abortion thing is fucking me up.
Yeah, I know, it's really bad.
Because I'm like, I'm trying to be positive. However,
there's really not a lot. And I'm like, okay, I'm also trying to be positive, but at the same time, when you like zoom out, you're like, wow, things are really bad.
Yeah, things are really bad. And
things are really bad.
By the way, COVID, I thought it's gone. It's not.
Oh, she's not. She's back.
She's back.
She's back, and she's fucking ready, baby.
She's back, and she's bigger and stronger than ever.
It's just at this point we're just like, fuck it, we're done, we don't care, bye, you know.
I know, like when I see someone with a mask, I'm like, oh fuck. Like I saw a few people with masks today when I was running errands, and I was like, oh no,
they have COVID.
I don't want it.
Oh yeah, that's like, I feel like the people with masks are the ones with COVID.
That checks out.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, get in the house.
I mean, maybe not though. Maybe they're still like being protected. But I know that like when I had COVID, I was wearing a mask. When my roommate had COVID, she was wearing a mask. Like my mom was wearing a mask. My uncle was wearing a mask. Like all the COVIDs, all the
positives.
Yeah, all the posies
running around with the mask.
Yep.
Any new tattoos since I've last seen you?
Honestly, probably, girl. But who even knows at this point?
Who even knows at this point?
I can't fucking keep up.
I mean. So each tattoo, like a good tattoo, how much is like a good tattoo?
Probably $300 to $400.
Because I know this one right here, $50, and it
50?
shows.
Let me see her again.
You want to see her?
Yeah. It's not. You're so fine. I'm like, that's fine.
No, it looks like my friend told me it looks like two snowmen playing table tennis.
That's really
funny. And I can't unsee it.
That's really funny.
And it needs to be covered.
I'm like, see, I like my shitty tattoos now. Except for the Harry Potter one that I got covered. Oops.
Well, what about, you have Frida still?
Frida's so ugly, but she's so big that I can't do anything about it, and at least I don't have to look at it.
Yeah.
I know.
But if you have sex doggy style, someone has to
make an eye contact.
Bring up doggy style.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for being sorry.
I was like, sorry to bring that up.
Like it's a sensitive subject for me.
You're like, yeah, like you're shy.
Like before the podcast started, I pulled you to the side and I was like, hey, if we could just not talk about one thing, doggy style. Please, you know I'm sensitive. Yeah, you do have to make eye contact with it when you fuck me from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Good. That's on you.
Yeah, that's on you.
You have to.
I want you to be looking into Frida's eyes.
Yeah, I want you to suffer the same way she did. I want you to know what it's like to be whatever the fuck she is.
Oh my god, the Frida tat's amazing. Okay, also the other position would be reverse cowgirl, but that's like my least favorite sex position.
I feel like that's one that we all learned to do from porn because it's like hot.
It doesn't feel good.
It just feels like, I feel like first of all sex hurts. I hate all of it. Sorry, I don't hate all of it, but I'm like, most of the time I'm just like, can we just fucking hurry this up, please? But reverse cowgirl, yeah, I'm like, who is this for? For you?
It's not fun. It doesn't feel good to me. I'm not like, oh, this is a position I'd choose to do.
It's a very awkward position.
I was like, you want me to bounce up and down?
I know, backwards.
It's like my hips hurt.
I know, your hips hurt. I know. Your upper thighs start to hurt, and you're like, can we relax?
It's like sometimes the positions that you find yourself in when you're having sex are like, I'm glad I feel embarrassed.
What do you mean?
Like if my legs are behind my head.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a fucking gymnast.
Yeah, it is fucking embarrassing.
It's
I've been thinking about how how sex is so embarrassing, and like also taking like nudes of yourself is really fucking embarrassing. If you like, it's like for a second, sometimes if I do it for 1 second, I'll be like, this is hot, and then I'll like really think about it, and I'm like, I'm just sitting in my fucking room with my camera on self-timer, like
it's dark,
spreading my asshole open, and I'm like, maybe this is not hot. This is embarrassing. You're embarrassing.
But the worst are like the nudes that you don't send.
Oh my God, I know, the archives.
The archives of I'm a completely different person from that angle.
Oh, completely.
Like, who the fuck is that bitch?
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Making eye contact with yourself like while you're taking nudes. I can't do it.
But like, no. I have to be really horny to be taking nudes.
You have to be really right.
I'm like, I have to be really like in the mood.
Yeah, I know. I can't. I feel like I used to do it to like try and impress guys, and at this point in my life, I'm like, fuck off.
Well, I feel like I don't like getting nudes from men. Yeah, I don't want to see your dick. I know what it looks like.
I mean, yeah, ew.
Right?
Yeah, nudes are for women and women only.
Yeah.
Like you send them because it makes you feel good.
But have you ever sent one and then regretted it?
Yes.
Nothing worse.
Nothing worse.
Nothing worse than sending a nude and not getting the exact response you've chosen that they should have.
See, okay, I've never dealt with that, but I've dealt with like sending it to somebody that I knew like in the moment I was like, oh, this is hot, and then like I regretted it like a couple hours later, and I was like, man, I wish I didn't send that person a picture of my pussy lips spread wide open. And joke's on me, that person will sometimes still send them to me and be like, remember when you sent me this? And I'm like, can you not do that, please?
No.
Hey, can you not send me that?
No.
Like, I know we're buddies, but like, that is so embarrassing. Please stop.
Oh, that would be my nightmare.
It's a nightmare. And I'm like, you really still have these? Go, stop.
But I feel like they have all of them.
They do. You think guys are fucking deleting nudes? No way.
No.
Fuck no.
But women are.
Hell yeah.
If I get a dick that I'm blocked.
Also, have you ever taken nudes with an ex?
No.
Really?
Oh, I've like filmed some stuff.
Do you keep it?
No, they have it. I think about it all the time.
I know. What?
I was like in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm. And there's no way they fucking deleted that. You know they hold on to that shit.
I'm so worried about that.
Yeah,
I can't even think about it.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Now that I think about it. No, I haven't taken nude pictures, but like, yeah, film myself having sex, but not in a long time.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You didn't with your most recent boyfriend?
No, we didn't film ourselves.
Okay.
Do you film yourself?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
And then do you watch it together?
No.
You don't?
It's just like kind of exciting in the moment, and then as soon as it's done, it's almost like for me the same sensation as watching porn. Like it's hot in the moment, and then as soon as you're done, you're like, okay, I'm done. I don't ever want to see that again.
Yeah, like the thought of watching back a sex tape
and like looking at yourself fuck.
Like maybe like 30 years later,
as like a
like I'm in my late 60s. Let me
see.
take a peek at what my pussy used to look like.
Yeah, like a compare and contrast.
Like, oh damn,
like and before and
I wasn't.
now.
I thought I was fat, but I looked great. Like that
exactly.
whole thing.
Now that's nice. So you could like keep it for like
nostalgia.
morale boosting.
This is what I used to be.
Yeah. Showing it to your old husband and you're like, look how I used to fuck, honey.
Yeah.
Look at these young tits.
And he's like, why are you showing me videos of you fucking someone else again?
And you're like, peekaboo, that's how I get off. Knock knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. That's how I come.
Yeah. I just feel like in general, like nudes, like women nudes are prettier than like a male nude.
I like how you said in general, as if like that's not completely
True.
Like 100% it's true.
It's true. 100%.
Unless you're a gay man and like you like that's what it is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at naked women is 1,000 million zillion times and will always be more attractive than looking at naked men.
Like also I was thinking like
men are horrific too when they fuck. They look horrific. They act horrific.
They become animals.
And women are like pretty. Animals in a different way. They're like beautiful.
Yeah, I know. It's fucked up.
Yeah, but men are just like, yeah, fuck yeah. And I'm like, ew, you're taking like the beauty out of this. Good.
That's why I was thinking like I think I could probably hook up with like a trans that had a dick, like a trans, like a one looks like a woman but has a dick.
A trans woman. Yeah. Oh, it's for sure.
Like 100%.
I could for sure do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. That would be honestly better than having sex with a regular male.
That's what I think too.
with a fucking man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because then you would have like the pretty, like the beautiful part of the woman,
but also,
and then also a dick.
Yeah.
I've seen this girl. I found her on TikTok, and she is like, she's so beautiful, but then she always does these like weird TikToks that are like, when he finds out I have a bigger dick than him. And it's like weird in the way she does it. She's so beautiful. And then like I went to her Twitter and it's so fucking insane. And she's got this massive fucking dong.
Really?
Massive fucking dong. But like great tits, so beautiful. But then talks about is like how, you know, guys love to fuck her, suck and fuck her.
Yeah. I think some guys that don't even know it, but they would suck a woman with a dick.
Oh, I think so many of them would.
Especially if the tits were good.
Yeah, especially if she had great tits. Yeah. I mean, I think men are so afraid of like even thinking about that because they're like, yeah, it's fucking gay. And it's like, maybe you are though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I'm also just like, it's 2022, isn't everything a spectrum?
I know. Get over
it.
it.
I'm like, probably a little gay, probably a little Asperger's-y.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a combination of both.
And you know what a beautiful combination.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. What's going on with Tea Time? How's that pod?
The pod is good. It's cute. It's good. It's hard growing a podcast.
Being consistent and doing it every week.
The consistency is okay. We are very consistent. I don't have an issue with that. It's just like waiting. You do a podcast like in the hopes of like it
blowing up,
doing something, right? And so it's like waiting to see like if and when that will happen.
Yeah, it can be a slow process. Or then some weeks you're like, this episode did great, and then the next week you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you're like, this is actually a better episode than last week. It
have more
views. And it's like there's no rhyme or reason.
There is no rhyme or reason, and like getting a fan base is kind of, there are some people who just like fucking blow up in 1 second.
Yeah.
And then other people, it takes like years to build a fan base.
Burn.
Yeah. Because how long have you been doing your podcast for?
I've been doing my podcast since 2018.
So for a fucking minute.
For a minute.
How was it in the beginning? Do you feel like it was hard to like cultivate a following?
In the beginning it was hard. Yeah. And then honestly, starting the podcast with Kim has helped my solo podcast too.
Of course, right? Because it like draws her crowd to yours.
And like, yeah, we have a good mixed following of people who like us both.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's weird. It's there's some weeks when I'm like, what the fuck? Because I have two. So
yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and people don't realize it because they just check Spotify and they're like,
so 2 podcasts is so much.
It is, right?
Yes. Are you recording with her weekly?
Yeah, we record weekly, or sometimes we do 2 in a day, and then we get like 2 weeks out of the way, which is really a lot better.
What about with this one?
With this one, I do this one once a week.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is.
And you're editing?
I have someone who edits, but I watch back every episode from start to finish.
Oh, hell no.
I watch it on double speed so I can pick the clips.
Right, okay.
Because sometimes I feel, and I don't know if this is just like me being a control freak or something, I do this with my podcast and the podcast with Kim. I watch them both back.
Okay.
And I like to see what the funniest points of the podcast are.
Okay.
so I know.
Right.
But like sometimes I'm just like watching yourself back
Yeah.
is rough.
It's cringy.
Yeah, I'm ready for a producer.
Yeah. See, like our producer does all of that. But at the same time, I'm also like, we should be better. Harper and I should be better at watching it so we can pick out like the clips that we think are funny. Because sometimes when you leave it up to the third party, maybe they don't like have the same like vision.
Or sometimes I'll watch 20 minutes of the episode and I'll already have 2 clips that I think are really funny, and I'll be like, I can't just keep watching myself. I need to take a break. So I'll get a snack, come back, something so much funnier will happen. 20 minutes later. And I'm always so thankful that I watched it back for that reason.
Okay.
Because I'm like, okay.
Instead of just like stopping there.
Yeah, because sometimes the clips are what get people to watch the show.
100%.
Yeah.
The clips get so... I feel like people watch clips of podcasts more than they actually watch podcasts.
Yeah, because everyone's ADD.
Yeah, nobody wants to fucking sit through an hour-long podcast anymore.
Yeah, unless they're at work. That's when people listen.
They're at work, they're driving or something.
But like, it's good. It's always fun when people are listening to like a dirty podcast while they're at work. And then they message you. They're like, hey, you were talking about cum for like 5 minutes last week and my boss was in the room. LOL.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I love that.
Yeah. We get that all the time where people are like, yeah, because ours is so dirty. And people are like, I can't believe like I was listening to you talk about this guy, sucking his own dick.
Was there someone who sucked their own dick?
No. Well, actually, honestly, probably in that podcast. We get so many wild fucking stories. At this point, it just is like a file cabinet in my head. I don't even know.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
Yeah, like there's so many different stories.
There's so many. I can't even.
So chaotic.
So chaotic. So fucking chaotic. Do you ever feel like it's like after we record our podcast, I feel like I have to like sage the room?
Yes.
Because there's just so much. Well, at least for ours, because it's like a story-based podcast, so we get all these like disgusting fucking stories, and afterwards we're all kind of like, whoo, that's a lot to take in.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, after I do a podcast, the last thing I want to do is watch back the podcast I just did.
Don't you feel like they're exhausting? Like,
yeah, people don't realize.
What are you going to do? What do you usually do after you record a podcast? Like today, are you going to stay here? Are you going to go socialize?
No, this is the day.
This is right. It's your whole day.
It's the whole day. It's like
fucking whole day.
People don't realize it. It becomes your whole day. And it's the scheduling of it can be complicated, especially with comics, because
Yeah. Oh, I know.
We're all bonkers.
We are all fucking bonkers. I know. Something always comes up. There's always blah, blah, blah.
An issue, a flat tire. Oh, I booked this thing. All this stuff. Do you audition for stuff?
Never. Do you?
I do, but I don't enjoy it.
Do you have you have an agent?
I have a commercial agent, but I don't like auditioning.
It's a nightmare. It's like a skill. There are people who are like auditioners and then everybody else.
I'll do great in the first audition. The callbacks when things get weird.
Do you?
I don't know why. I'm like, I could be making money. Sarah, don't fuck this up. You could be making money. Like, and then in my head. And then I'm like, I need this. And it's like this weird like scent of desperation.
Yes.
Of like, this could be my big break. And I'm like no longer myself.
And it's not natural at all anymore. And you're in there like, hey.
Yeah.
Do you ever book commercials?
I haven't. I just keep getting callbacks. I've been auditioning for them for 10 years.
Really?
Haven't booked one.
In 10 years?
No.
Wild.
I don't even think I should have a commercial agent. I hope they're not watching. If you're watching, I'm working on my craft.
If you're watching, book her in a commercial.
Yeah, Arby's. I can help pay the bills.
You're an Arby's girl.
I love roast beef.
Do you?
No, but but they don't know.
They don't know. You seem like you did.
I sold it.
You did.
But
I believed it.
But if it was an actual audition,
yeah, how would you have done it?
I would have been like, I don't know. You want me to pretend to take a bite?
Yeah, pretend to take a bite and tell me like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna throw you a line.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm really bad at improv. Let me think of a really good Arby's line. This month the McRib is back and juicier.
That's McDonald's.
This month the ribs are back and they're juicier than ever.
Okay. Do they have ribs at Arby's?
They have like a rib sandwich.
Okay.
Just say rib sandwich. Okay, you got it.
Do I take a bite out of it?
Yeah, take a bite out of it.
And then give the line?
You know what? We're going to say, as a casting director, you just do. You do what you feel is natural.
I already feel so unnatural.
Okay, so you're already not going to book it.
I know. But that's what happens.
Okay, well, give me a go.
This month, the rib sandwich is back.
Did you swallow it?
No. See, this is the problem with the pantomime.
So it's just in your mouth right now.
Yeah, it's in my mouth
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
And like, you know what? When I did Groundlings too, they used to be like, Sarah, great improv. However, your space work needs work. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, when you're making the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you didn't put the sandwich back onto the plate, so it's on the ground.
And, you're like,
and I'm like,
okay.
in real life, I'd have a fucking peanut butter sandwich, and I would have a counter, and I'd have a plate.
Yeah, so what do you want me to do? You want me to
So,
do all the
I
work?
couldn't swallow it. I wanted to give the line.
You wanted to give the line,
I
yeah.
spit
Yeah.
or swallow. I spit out my roast beef in the middle of the Arby's audition.
So you're not going to book it.
I'm not going to book it. And like something always happens like that.
Yeah, where they give you food.
Well, no, I had this one audition where I had to drive through the McDonald's drive-through, and they said fake drive.
Oh my God, okay, I was thinking you really had to drive through it for an audition.
No,
I was like, that's wild.
That would be wild.
That would be wild. Okay, so
I probably
would have
drive. So I'm fake driving, which is already weird.
Hate it.
They had like
Hate it.
They had a steering wheel.
Yeah.
So there was an actual steering wheel
Right.
and then chairs.
Yeah.
And
they always do it like that.
They said bring lots of hats and sunglasses.
Lots of hats. They
So-
didn't provide the hats for you.
No, I had to bring lots of hats and sunglasses. I find out about the audition an hour before it's about to happen. It's in Santa Monica. I'm gathering the hats, gathering the sunglasses, running to Santa Monica. Now all of a sudden I'm trying to memorize McDonald's lines. It was a McDonald's commercial.
That's a big commercial.
And yeah. So in my head, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I'm buying things.
Yeah.
Filler.
Yeah.
She's a new person.
She's a new person. Yeah, right. You booked it.
Extensions.
Of
Who
course.
is she?
Of course, extensions.
Because it's LA.
Yeah.
I might be in the woods, but it's LA.
It's LA. You need your extensions.
Yeah, just little things.
So you're planning. You're like, these are the things I'm going to get.
I'll finally pay off that Bloomingdale's credit card,
Oh my
like all
God.
of that shit
Yeah,
that
yeah,
goes
yeah.
through your head when
Yeah.
there's like money on the table.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, so I show up to the audition. I got like 5 different hats, 5 different pairs of sunglasses, and they
Okay.
have me drive through order a different menu item each time, and every time I
Oh, wow.
order a different menu item, I have to change hats.
Okay.
So I like go through. I'm like, hey, can I get a medium fry? Take it off.
Okay.
Put on another hat. Hey, can I get a McFlurry?
Is that how you did it?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it.
Was that the line? Was it hey, or was it like an improvised?
I'll take a McFlurry, stuff like that.
Okay.
No, it was improvised. You got to order different
Okay.
items from the
Okay.
menu. Switch hats.
Right. Okay.
It's like
Hey, can I get a McFlurry?
in a paperboy hat.
Yeah, all your hats are the worst.
I'm in a bucket hat
Oh
asking
my God.
for
That would have been so great. They should have booked you.
a fish fillet.
It would have been, yeah. Or it would have been so fucking funny.
I mean,
Oh, you know what?
this is the thing.
We can make our own McDonald's commercial.
Should we?
Honestly, why not?
Why not? The apple pie's back. Actually, it never left.
Was that a line? Or are you telling me?
No, it was just me doing a line. Did it seem
That
natural?
was, yeah, because I was like, is it really? Because I'm fucking, that sounds so good.
See, like if it's a no pressure situation, I have what it takes, Gabby. But when the casting director's in the
You're
room
not- you
and
can't
the
do it.
producer's there, it's like
I know. You freeze.
Huh?
I know.
That's why I'm just like,
Because you sold me with that. I was like, I want that.
yeah,
It's back? Fuck yeah. I didn't know it left, but now I'm going to go get one.
the apple pie, crispier, more American than ever. I don't know.
It's pretty, that sounded sexual.
It was, and then I'm like, do we need to be bringing America into it?
I mean, do we need to bring Americans to it? It's
And with
kinda
the abortion
embarrassing.
stuff,
I
it's like,
know.
do we need to bring up? It's the A word.
It is the A word, and it's a hot button word, and it's embarrassing. And America's A word abortion, A word America, all of it's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Catch the variants fucking spreading.
Yeah, this country,
It's a mess.
it's all a mess.
It is.
I hope, how many conservative listeners do you have?
A ton. When they tune in here, they say, this bitch, she's conservative, and we love that.
They
she
say,
loves smoking weed. She's very conservative.
She's going to the fucking monster truck rallies.
Yeah.
She's petitioning outside of Planned Parenthoods, and that's why we love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Planned Parenthoods. That's, yeah, it's scary.
I heard that somebody, I read a story recently about how people who are pro-life set up these fake abortion clinics and play as if they're actual abortion clinics, and people will go in to get abortions, and they're in there being like, actually, they convince them to keep the kids, and they do all of that kind of like weird propaganda to convince them to not get an abortion. It's like, doesn't that seem illegal? Like, how could you do that?
That's like having a fake lemonade stand.
Yeah, right. And then they're just giving you like crystal meth or something.
Yeah, they're roofing you.
Yeah, they're roofing you. Exactly.
And they're like, actually, you thought you were gonna get your thirst quenched?
Yeah. Just kidding. You're getting raped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same energy.
Same fucking energy.
Also, a lot of work.
Lot of work. Like, do something else.
Go to therapy.
Go to fucking therapy. Talk to somebody.
Go volunteer with children who don't have homes.
Hey, how about that?
Mentor a kid.
Mentor a fucking kid.
Adopt a kid. What are you doing?
Yeah. No, you're building fake abortion clinics.
What are you doing? I'm working on the fake clinic today.
Yeah, right. You getting paid for this? No, just fucking gotta do it.
You're doing it for God.
You're doing it for God. God's thinking, hey, you know what? Yeah, go work at a fucking homeless shelter and give food.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you even say that? Is that even appropriate to say a homeless shelter and give food? Who gives a fuck? Go do it.
Yeah. Yes.
God, get a life.
It is weird.
It is weird.
It's also just scary because it's weird as a woman to be like, wait. So like we're not allowed to just fuck for pleasure.
No, we're not. We have to do it.
We have to do it to procreate.
Yeah, and for the husband when the man wants.
That's sick.
Hey.
That is sick.
A woman, that's where a woman should be.
In the kitchen and pregnant.
In the kitchen and pregnant.
So dark.
Mm-hmm. Two things I will never be.
In the kitchen and pregnant?
Yeah.
No babies.
Well, here's the thing about the pregnant thing. I just feel like I'm one of those girls who's convinced that I'm infertile, and you catch me fucking not in the kitchen, bitch. If you want me in the kitchen, if you want me in the fucking kitchen, guess what? You're getting diarrhea because I can't cook. See ya.
I'll defrost it. Throw it in the micro.
I can't even do that.
I'll nuke that shit.
Yeah, here we go. I'll put some beans in a can. Canned beans, I'll put them in the microwave. That's what I can do.
Put a fork in a can of beans.
That's it.
It's like dinner.
Yeah, dinner is served. Paul
would be the guy who's expecting you to make dinner.
Right?
Yeah.
Paul or Charles or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Luke.
Don't get me started on a Luke. Luke is actually low-key kind of a hot name.
Luke is a hot name.
Kind of is.
But all the Lukes that I've known,
not hot.
Just questionable behavior.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Meatheady.
Really?
I know a meatheady Luke.
I know a Yale graduate Luke. So we're talking about two different Lukes.
But that's also the thing about, like people when they're trying to name their kids.
Yeah. You
got to agree on a name with your partner.
What would you do? What's a name?
Something. I know it's going to be something a little weird.
Yeah, that makes sense though. I wouldn't see you naming a kid like Jessica or something. Never.
Jessica.
Katie.
I like Cash.
Cash is cute.
For a boy.
Yeah, Cash is cute.
That's all I have so far.
That's all you've got. And honestly,
that's a solid name.
It's a good name.
Cash.
Yeah, you're decided.
Like the money.
I get it. Yeah.
We're gonna generate once I become a momager.
Right.
Once I start. No.
Once you force him into child acting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like all good parents.
Yeah.
Repeat the line back to me.
Yeah, he'll be the commercial actor.
Yeah.
Everything you weren't, he will be.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on him.
And you should.
Yeah, that's good parenting.
It's great parenting. Are you kidding me?
The thing is, when you think about how complicated it is to just be a human, the
Yeah.
thought of being responsible solely for a child.
Yeah.
Is a head fuck.
It's a fucking head fuck. Yeah, being alive is so much. Where every day I'm like, how am I keeping myself alive?
It's shocking.
It is shocking. I don't know how. I truly don't know how.
Dude, when my car is washed and my apartment's clean, I'm like, who is she?
Yeah, I can't even get that far. So good for you.
Who the fuck is she?
Yeah.
Because it's also
a fucking queen.
Do you when you travel for stand up, how do you unpack your bags right when you get home?
No. In fact, I still have my suitcases from Italy in my room with everything in them, and I have like the suitcase open, and I've just been going through that to get dressed.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
I got a suitcase in the Dome right now.
Yeah.
From San Diego 2 months ago.
Yeah, there it is.
And I go, oh, maybe it's in, if I can't find something, oh, maybe
it's in the suitcase.
It's in the suitcase.
Yeah, it's in the suitcase.
And I'm not going to unpack it until I have to travel again.
Yeah, you just keep it in there.
What is that?
I don't know, lazy
is it
or
lazy?
Smart.
Or a combination of both.
Or a combination
lazy
of both.
and smart.
I know. The second we got home from Italy, my boyfriend was like, cool, I'm unpacked. I was like, ew.
That's because also though men, when they get packed, them getting packed takes 5 minutes.
That's also very true.
It's fucking annoying.
They packed nothing. I know. He could have gone to Italy with a carry-on. I took like a giant suitcase, 2 carry-ons, like... I definitely overpacked. I was
accessories. Like, I don't know how I'm going to feel when I'm in the streets of Florence.
Of course.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
You don't know.
We don't know.
You don't know what the weather's going to be.
You don't know what the weather's going to be. Guess what? It was 90 degrees and I wore 3 things the entire time.
Really?
Yeah. It was too fucking hot. I was like, great, shorts and a tank top.
Did you go to the Vatican?
I did not go to the Vatican.
You're so lucky.
I didn't go.
I went to the Vatican when I was in college.
Did you? How was it?
It was a rough experience because it was an art history class where you have to listen to like the teacher talk about the art, and that was kind of cool. But in the middle of her talking about the art, there was like this volunteer guy that came with us to help out on the trip in college. He had like this really fat son who had just eaten a bunch of food and just farted so loudly while we were in the Vatican. It was like a shart sound. Like this kid just...
He's American.
Yeah, this fat American kid just sharted super loud in the Vatican. And then I start laughing. I can't stop laughing because it's so fun. It's like, okay, it was like, and we're supposed to be serious.
Because is everybody not acknowledging it too?
No one's acknowledging. I'm red in the face, like laughing so hard. And the teacher talks into the thing and she goes, Sarah, enough, in the Vatican.
Stop.
Yeah. So she says it, so it's in everyone's headphones.
Oh, fuck.
And I was so embarrassed. I do not.
How did nobody? Okay, so you had the headphones in and you heard the fart.
I heard the fart because it was like the loudest, wettest fart.
Stop.
In the Vatican.
Stop. Did this kid act like nothing happened?
It was in the fucking Sistine Chapel.
Oh, not the Sistine Chapel. Meanwhile, his pants are fucking loaded with turds. Wet shit.
And I'm
fucking Sistine Chapel.
And I'm looking at another Madonna with child.
Yeah, and you've got fucking Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Staring down. Was it Michelangelo who painted the Sistine Chapel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. We know our history.
Fuck. I couldn't remember if it was him or Da Vinci. It was not Da Vinci. It was Michelangelo, right? Yeah. For sure.
Did Da Vinci get in on the Sistine Chapel too?
I don't think so. I think it was all Michelangelo. And I also could be completely wrong and just guessing names. Right. Okay.
We're just naming Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, we are. Like, who was the other one?
Raphael.
Well, the most important thing about that story is that there is still, legend has it, his diarrhea is still lingering in the Sistine Chapel. It's now a part of the painting.
Yeah. He definitely left shit particles in the Sistine Chapel.
He definitely did.
Which is rough.
It is rough. For that gorgeous old fucking thing. We didn't go to any museums, actually.
You didn't?
No, it was still, I was like, we went outside of the Coliseum and then it was a big line and it was like 98 degrees and I was like, I'm not waiting this goddamn line to go into this
see some ruins.
Yeah. To see some ancient ruins where a bunch of guys used to suck each other off in here and like kill lions. Like, it's fine. I get it. We get it.
But yeah, that's exactly what used to happen.
It's exactly what used to happen. And I was like, hey, we've all seen porn. It's fine. I get it.
We get it. We get what used to happen here.
We know.
Yeah.
So that was it, really.
Well, so, okay. When you're in a relationship, are you weird about using the bathroom?
Not at all.
You're open.
Oh,
are you open, like, I'm going to go take a shit?
100%. I shit with the door open, making eye contact with my boyfriend. And he's like, can you maybe not do that? And I'm like, sorry, gotta do it.
No.
Sorry. I shit on him accidentally a couple days ago.
Really?
I did.
Were you
shart
doing
on him.
butt stuff?
No, we were just laying on the couch and I was trying to cram one out.
No.
Trying to shove one out.
No.
And I shit myself.
No.
Yeah.
And it got on him?
It got on me. It got on me.
Did you feel embarrassed?
No.
Okay, you're comfortable.
I am comfortable.
That's good.
And I've opened him up to that. He was not that kind of guy before me. But I'll make any guy I'm with that kind of guy.
Yeah.
They should know.
They should know. Because I can't live my life afraid to shit.
No, and you know what? I respect people's decisions to like have that kind of privacy. I get it.
I'm
but
not
I'm
like
not
a
that
shit
girl.
person.
You're not a shit person.
I don't like poop.
Yeah, I'm a big
Like
I do.
even like the Sharts story made me feel weird that I'm sharing it.
Really?
Yeah,
See,
I'm weird with shit and poop.
Really, I'm a big poop
Person.
Big poop
Do you like
person.
doing butt stuff?
No.
You don't.
But I love talking about poop. I love thinking about it. It
Like,
makes me laugh.
My biggest fear is that I do some like butt stuff
Yeah.
and poop comes out.
And you've never done that.
Well, I've done butt stuff.
But no anal. But no shit comes out.
No shit has come out, but I'm always like, this could be the one time.
Absolutely it could.
And that scares me
And
because I'm so weird with shit.
Comes with the territory though.
But
That's
they
the thing.
know.
They know.
If they want to put it in your ass, they know.
They know. And if they don't, then fuck off.
Yeah.
You try getting something shoved up into your fucking turd hole. Poop's gonna come out.
It's crazy.
It happened to me.
It did?
First time I did anal. Were we recording it? You bet.
No.
Was there poop afterwards? Caught on camera? You fucking bet.
No. And it was on camera?
On camera.
No.
100%.
Wow. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Do you think about that tape?
No, actually not ever really until just now.
Sorry.
So